Hey friends, welcome back. I got a couple exciting things. Your lens has sure been welded on. It's in rough shape. Hey, I got a couple cool things. First is a cool purchase. I found a pretty killer deal on a new to me, but still 20-year-old welder. The biggest flaw is this protective lens on the digital display is cracked and missing a little piece. I could probably find a new just lens pretty easily. I've used this just a little bit. It was at a college at one point in time and got traded in, and then the guy that I bought it from the business that this was traded into. I got a really good deal on it, so my other machine is going to be up for sale. The other machine is a Lincoln Squarewave Tig 200. This is a 275. Even though it's a very similar title, it's a very different machine. The old machine is inverter based. That one has some electronics, but it's not inverter based. It's transformer based, so it does weld differently. Here's my old machine, and when I say old machine, this one's 20 years newer than that other one. So this machine's gonna be up for sale if anybody's interested. I'll be listing it here locally. But it's a Tig 200, Squarewave Tig 200. It's a great machine. This one's actually had warranty work done to it, and the warranty work basically was they replaced the machine. They sent out a completely new welder power unit, and I put on the covers off the old one on the new one and sent the old machine back. So the only thing on that's original is the outer shell. So anyways, this machine currently has all the hardware from my other machine on it, and so this can put out 325 amps, which will completely just melt this smaller Tig torch. So I'll need to get a water cooled unit, a water cooler, and then I'm not sure if I'll get a foot pedal or if I might do one of those push button amp control buttons. So anywho, I'm gonna just goof around with this for a while, play with some settings. It's got differing from my other machine, this has a little bit more control on the pulse control. You have a pre and post flow control on the gas, and then AC balance is kind of interesting on this. I don't completely know. Apparently right there it's auto. I have no idea how auto balance works. I was running it at 6.5 and it seemed to be running really well right there. So when you want to do pulsing, apparently you set this all the way to max settings, which I think that's 325 amps. And then you would control your pulse down here. But anyways, I was running 150 amps, which is what my torch is limited to. Flip it on. So you see the display works, it just is missing a protective cover. So I'm sure that'll be something easy to replace. So let's see, on AC, looks like we can go to 320 amps and all the way down to 10. If we go DC electrode negative, which is what you TIG at, 5 amps is the low end and 315 is the high end. You'd only use DC electrode positive if you're stick welding, and that has 5 and 315 as well. I'm gonna goof off first off on aluminum, just because aluminum's, if you get practice up on aluminum, stainless and regular steel are just super easy. Also, this is kind of interesting. The 2-step and 4-step or stick. I don't quite know. I think 4-step is you push the pedal down to increase amperage and initiate, and then I think 4-step, I'm gonna have to research this, I could be completely wrong. I think 4-step you press and release the pedal to start the arc, and then you could completely release and just weld, I think. But I would have to defer to the manual that I've downloaded it. I haven't read it yet. And so this is ready for a water cooler. Don't have it yet. If you go around back, there's power for the water cooler right there. So I got a killer deal. I got the welder, the gas bottle, brand new, never been used, some stick leads, and a really crappy TIG torch. The stick leads are phenomenal, really high quality. It's actually the same clamp and electrode holder that I always use, and then nice 1/0 cables, and they're about 50 feet long, so that's a pretty good deal. So anyways, the one other thing that I got that's pretty cool, and I don't know how it's gonna work yet, but right here, so I got GoPro filters. I'm hoping these are what I need. Open them up now. I'm hoping this is what I need so that you guys can see me weld a little bit better. So this is the filter that I'll probably use. Oh yeah, that's probably going to be perfect. So I can take this on and off real easy, and then hopefully you'll be able to watch me weld better. You can't even see me now. That's pretty cool. So we're gonna give this a shot. We're gonna goof off first with just doing some AC TIG. This is getting pretty long, sorry. For those of you that don't want a long-winded video, that's what this one's gonna be. Okay, so I got the foot pedal over here. I got my fancy dancy TIG torch. And I got a fine-tuned glove for filler wire. These gloves are really thick and not very good controlling. This one's a lot thinner. And when you're feeding TIG filler wire, it's a lot more important to have dexterity so I can feed. These other gloves are so thick that I can't feed the rod like that. So I'm not great at it, but I can do it. So let's get your darker lens on. Let's see how this looks. So it's got really, really good low arc. Just, it's crazy. I've never experienced this much low end control. You'll notice the arc is really crooked. That's because my tungsten's dirty. I really shouldn't be welding like that. That image is up at the top there. That's not supposed to happen. Once I get a little more power, it comes down. Oh, it's so smooth though. Hopefully you guys can see this pretty well. I can't tell what you can see while I'm welding. So really I'm just goofing off on a little pad weld. Super ergonomically poor spot. You guys are sitting about shoulder. So like I said, the arc's not perfect because my tungsten's contaminated. So I'm gonna do one more pass and I'm gonna go clean the tungsten up. Oh, that arc is just so smooth. You probably saw, get that off. You probably saw these little craters pop open there, and that's just because I'm welding with a really dirty tungsten. and so it's letting impurities in and stuff. Also, I'm using a wire brush that's not stainless steel. This should be probably a video titled "What Not to Do When TIG Welding," because I'm doing everything wrong. It's 10 o'clock at night, and I just want to come screw around with this and see it work, really. So let's turn this tungsten around. It's clean on the other end. If I can do it without burning myself, it'd be great. Okay, that's clean tungsten. I wire brush this with a non-stainless wire brush, so it's almost clean aluminum. Let's get your lens back on ya. See how that only initiates on a tip now? I don't know if you can see that. You can see that tone a lot better. You can see impurities boiling out of the surface of the aluminum. That's where the flavors are coming from. Really, you should clean your aluminum better than I did. There's a bunch of gold right there outside the area of the arc. That's probably some oil that's stuck in there. It's probably really good for me to breathe. Wow. That arc is just so smooth. It starts smooth. It starts really low. My older welder, its minimum is probably, it like strikes an arc at like 20 amps. This one strikes at 5. And that strike is just so smooth. Maybe we'll grab some laser blades and do some laser blade practice. I'm not very good at it. I don't know if I have a small enough flex blade. Little short beads right there, but look how light that is. So there at the end of that puddle, I started getting a crater. That's why I restruck and melted and dabbed, is get rid of that crater. Those craters on aluminum is where most of your cracks will start. So it's best to taper off your arc and not just pop out. But taper your arc off. That's good. The better your machine is, the easier it is to do that. This one's just so dang smooth. So I've gone through that whole electrode. So I'm going to jump up to 1/8 electrode. So I'm going to have to be a little hotter and or move faster. So. Whoa! Did you guys see that fly come in? There's a dead fly right there. Look at that fly. That wasn't there on my last pass. I don't know if he fell there or if he landed while I was welding. Ooh, he's bubbling. That's crazy. I don't know where he came from. Gross, huh? Can you smell the dead fly? I can smell him burning. Get your cover back on. Let's do another 1/8 inch bead. Black impurities floating to the surface of the molten aluminum. It's just so hypnotizing for me to weld aluminum, watching that puddle do what it does. Aluminum's one of the harder harder metals to weld, but it is so fun. I'm not any good at it, but it is fun. That's just so entertaining. It's really satisfying. So this TIG torch, this is what's known as an air-cooled torch. So the air comes in, the shielding gas comes in, flows through the head as you're welding, so it protects the weld, but it also cools the tip down. Being that this welder's bigger, I should probably really look into a liquid-cooled one. A liquid-cooled one has a heat exchanger over on the welder, and then instead of one line right there, it'd have 3, and 2 of them carry water that flows out around the top here, around the collet and everything, cools everything. Just holding this in my hand, I can feel it's warm, and so I need to give it a minute to cool off. But I'm gonna go see if I have 2 razor blades and if I have some small enough steel filler, and we'll pop up and see if we can't do a razor blade weld with the lower current that this is capable of. That is super hot. I'm wiping these blades down with just a little acetone to get any oils or greases off of them. That's always a killer during TIG, but especially if you're trying to do something this small. Don't make fun of it if it doesn't work. I'm going to show you guys no matter what. So I'm probably going to go grab some MIG wire, just because of how small this is. Okay, so right here I just have some 035 MIG wire. That magnet on your base is so freaking strong. Now, it might be kind of hard for me to get my torch in there with that clamp. I might have to revamp how my clamp is set up. Let's check and see though. Do a dry run. Yeah, that's going to be impossible. So, let's see if I can just tack them together. I switched the TIG welder over to DC electrode negative, and then I have the current set at 31 amps. So let's see if I can just tack this with no filler. I'm not sure why my electrode is acting so weird, but that definitely tacked really ugly. Let's see if we can get this side to do it now. Okay, that tacked, also ugly. It's really dancing around the tip of the electrode. I should clean it. Let's do one trial run. like this. This filler is going to be hard to hold. It's not coming off the tip of that at all. I'm gonna have to pull that out and clean it first. Okay, so I'm just gonna try arcing on this piece of steel, just to see if a brand new tungsten is better. That was really going weird. I have shielding gas. Oh, that's way better. Okay, let's get your lens on. Let's see if we can do this. Nope, I stuck. That was going really well. Wow. So my filler wire, I didn't have enough power running, my filler wire stuck. But where'd I put my cutter? It's really hard to weld because that MIG wire's got to roll to its bent. But that is something my other machine just isn't capable of running that low of current. I couldn't even see, my lens on my hood's so dark with that low of current that I couldn't see if I was even on the seam of the razor blades or not. So this is the back side. This is actually the side that I wasn't dabbing on, and you can see the same dab pattern both sides. That is phenomenal. That's what has me most excited, because on the higher end machines, don't look at this, that's where I screwed up with the nasty tungsten. If you look right there though, that low of current, these razor blades, let me grab a micrometer real quick. So the bulk of the blade is 24 thousandths, so that's the thick part. Keep in mind that I'm welding the tapered cutting edge there on that blade. So realistically on that tapered edge you probably only want 20 amps at most. Let me see if I can't resume this weld. If you didn't already know I'm a super dork, this should be your evidence. Stuff like this is just fascinating to me. That welding wire just wobbles so much, it's so thin, and I'm just naturally shaky. Grab some needle nose pliers. Hey, so that's where I resumed the weld at. It jumped around that welding wire. Like I said, it's just so shaky because of how thin it is that it actually stuck and then picked the blades up off my plate that I was welding on. But anyways, I'm super stoked. That's amazing that the welder can do this. I gotta quit playing around because it's 10:30 and I still have to unload my truck and load stuff up. So anyways, thanks for watching. Sorry it's a 40-minute video, but I'm super excited. Hopefully you guys get as much pleasure out of this sort of stuff as I do. Sorry the videos are getting pretty far between. I have a lot going on in my regular life. The aluminum's cooled off finally. I was just goofing off pad welding across. Not that I'm a good welder, but this welder welds really nice. You can tell the band on my welding hood needs replaced. It's super dirty. I'm super stoked about this welder. I need to get the other welder sold to recoup some of my money so I'm not broke and my wife doesn't hate me. But anyways, I'll have to build the camera mount on a different date because I got too busy goofing off with that. That's so cool. 2 razor blades. Didn't even burn through. I did mess up on the start, like I said, because I had a nasty tungsten, put brand new tungsten in, and bam. That's pretty cool. So, anywho, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. There's gonna be more going on with that welder, solar trailer, my trailer, a lot of other trailers. I'm building a shed. I start projects. You guys probably notice I start projects, I don't finish them very well, so I gotta fix that. But anyways, shout out on these lenses, the Tellison. That's awesome. I don't know what you guys saw yet, but I hope you were able to see a lot better. Next time maybe we'll play. That was a natural lighting 32 pre-filter. We might try 16 next time and see, maybe that's better. I don't know. So I'll go edit this footage and see what you guys see, and maybe you'll be seeing this in 2 days. So thanks for watching. Stick around. Bye.